Yeah, it looks like it is. All
Okay.
right. I think we're live now, and I have tendrils poking out of the side of my head. Hello. I
There
don't
you
know if you
go.
can see them against the my thing behind me. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah, I get those too. Yep, but not today. I was gonna wear it down because I showered, but after 10 minutes of it down, I just couldn't stand it because I I tried to let it dry as much as I could. I did dots and stuff, but the minute you lean forward, our hair is there, and it's bad enough fighting cat hair on the diamond dot art than
Mhm.
our own hair too.
That's
So
why I usually pull it back. It's usually back in a little bun or a pony or something. Because
my
yeah,
tail's getting long again. That means my hair's getting long. This last time I had a cut, I didn't have her. I didn't have her.
thin it. Like,
Yes. And so when it's dry, it goes out like an Egyptian. It was my
ugh.
anyway, hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone, welcome to our Hurley's Hand Dyed podcast. We just kept talking.
Our hair cutting cut podcast.
Talking.
That's right.
Yes,
So anyway,
welcome. I am Amber from Crafty Performers on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
and I'm Donna from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed, and someone's at my door. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, Jill. Um, I'll be right back. Hope everything's okay. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Continue talking about what we did the past 2 weeks when mom gets back. But if you're here, go ahead and say hi. Jill already has. So if anyone else is here, go ahead and say hi. And we will say hi back to you.
Back. It was
You are back.
somebody in our mobile home park goes around once in a while and she sells tamales, homemade tamales.
Okay.
And I I hadn't ate, I might try one, but tamales are the ones that
They're in
they
masa and they put them in the corn husks.
corn husks. Yeah. So I don't know, your grandpa, that was his favorite. He loved tamales. And my mom used to get him. The only way we could get him in Montana, in Missoula at the time, is in the cans. She used to buy the cans of,
Oh,
yeah, because we didn't have a Mexican restaurant.
that
Missoula
makes
did
sense.
not till very late. The only foreign restaurant we had was a Chinese. Isn't that weird? No, no,
Oh,
we didn't have
I
Taco
don't
Bell at
think it's weird because, it's really like the international foods have really picked up in the past little while. So
yeah.
I don't think that's weird. I mean, I think that was normal for the time.
I suppose so. I think it's weird that you guys don't have a Joann's in Bellin. It just dawned on me that you said that, and I thought Bellin isn't that small of a
I mean,
town,
Belen.
Belen. So
Belen.
you have to go to Albuquerque, huh?
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's where Hobby Lobby is. I don't even know if there is a Joann's in Albuquerque. I know there's Michael's and I think there's Hobby Lobbies, but I don't know if we have a Joann's.
Oh,
I don't know if there is. I'm gonna
yeah,
look while we talk
yeah. By
because
the
I
way,
think
I'm
there is.
Donna from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook, and Crystal Skies Handmade on Etsy and Instagram. There we go.
And together we are Hurley's Hand Dyed.
Handmade on YouTube.
Yes,
So, although
together.
we do other things, we don't just hand dye, although that was our main focus when we first opened this channel. Didn't you say we've had it 5 years now?
I think so, yeah.
I went back just tonight on my my Etsy, and although I have been I've had my Etsy shop, Crystal Skies Hand Dyed, since 2013.
Mhm.
I sold my first skein of yarn in February of 2016. So so I started dyeing it in 2015 because when you first start out, you don't takes you a couple months to sell anything. Back in the day, it used to be a lot harder because
It
Etsy was
is
not,
still, I
yeah,
think, difficult.
but Etsy was a lot, not as many people knew it. Etsy didn't do advertising back in those days. No, they just were just an online site like Shopify and, well, even like Facebook and eBay.
eBay and
this It was a newer thing, but now
well,
it's really, really a big thing. They just posted I watched this site that tells they just posted the quarterly, and Etsy was down. Their fourth quarter was up, but they were down for the year. The year is the lowest it's been since 2014.
a lot of people have left Etsy.
The highest year was 2020 and 2021 during the pandemic.
Oh, I
Or
bet. Yeah.
Was that when yeah, that's when the pandemic is, and it was
March,
way high.
March
And they
17th
said,
of 2020 was my last day student teaching.
and we've been more lucky than most because most shops, it says the average shop only sells $1,500 a year. And
You've been more lucky than the average person, not
that's
me.
what my Crystal Skies handmade. I mean, they're a crochet shop where I crochet and
Mhm.
put stuff on, and it's not as big of a seller because most people that are into yarn, you make your own stuff. I know, but
Yeah,
I keep the people that want a hand dyed crocheted dishcloth but can't crochet yet. But once they learn, I think dishcloths are probably the first thing you crochet
or
because I
scarf.
didn't yeah, or scarves. I didn't start crocheting hats until this really crocheting hats till this last couple months ago when I got that cheaper yarn.
Mhm.
And I still don't, I've had, I mean, it was like when everybody started knitting, you girls, all three of you, you, Tristan, and Christy, all were knitting me hats. I have like 15 hats. The
Yeah,
girls knit me. They're all different. They're all
yeah,
nice, but because I wear a ponytail most of the time, I do not wear a hat in the winter.
that's
I
true.
the only one I used to wear is the one that you made with the hole in the top, so I could put my
Oh,
pony.
the ponytail hat. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to catch up on a few comments because there
Oh,
are
we
quite
got
a
cheese
one.
already. Yay.
Jill's on. Jill said, and Jill
Yay.
says she loves tamales and they sell them there by the dozen. They do that here too. People
Oh,
walk
yeah.
to the Walmart parking lot and sell them all the
Oh,
time. And then Kim is on. Hi, Kim. She is yarning for a smile.
oh, I know Kim. Yes. I've watched, I mean, I'm subscribed to her site too, and I watch her once in a while. She,
Jill said maybe we can talk Amber into showing her yarn too. Maybe I
I,
should. I haven't shown it for a while on here.
yeah,
You
she's
still
still
have
got
it.
me on
It's still
there.
for sale.
She just
Yeah.
hasn't started. Maybe this summer she'll start. Talk like you're not here. Maybe this summer she'll start
I
buying
talk
yarn.
about being third person like I'm not even here.
Yeah, like you're
We'll
not here.
see. I mean,
We'll see. I mean, she's not even posting her 3D items yet on any
not
new.
a lot of them. Sorry, I just realized I look like the Grinch there.
No, you look like a
My face
Chinese.
looked weird like the
Oh,
Grinch. It did something weird. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, because I stupidly started my master's too. That's taking a lot of my time.
yep, that is.
Well, it wasn't stupid. It was a smart decision.
Yeah.
It's
If
just it
you
takes a
hadn't
lot of
started
time.
your master's, what class would have still had to get that other license for teaching high school? So what classes would you have had to take for that?
No classes. I would have just had to pass that math test.
Oh,
But I'm glad I started my master's because my geometry class and my trigonometry class and the start of my calculus class, some of those things were on there. And
oh,
so
good.
I'm glad I've started it because I have stuff that I couldn't, I mean, like I didn't do trig and calculus in high school and I
No,
didn't remember a lot of the geometry stuff. So, I mean, it's a good
yeah,
thing.
it's brush up course. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Good,
And then I
good.
just have calculus one, and then probability and statistics one and two, and then calculus two are my last four classes that have objective assessments, which are like the multiple choice questions. After that, all of my classes are performance assessments, where it's like writing lesson plans, doing essays. I'm good at that. I'm very good at that. And you can keep submitting things until they pass. So
Uh,
once I get these harder classes done, I want to say that it's not
maybe
going to
that
get
summer,
easier, but I will be able to go faster, I think.
but tell him the dumb thing you did for summer.
What are you
You
talking about?
signed up to teach.
Oh, that's not dumb. We're going to make money. I'm going to teach
Then
summer school. That's not dumb.
you only have 3 weeks off this summer, you guys.
That's okay. I'll have almost the full month of July. That's okay. I mean, well, a lot of us said we could do it and maybe they won't need all of us. I don't know how many kids are going to take
Oh,
summer.
oh, sure. Okay, so you're
So, I
not
mean,
you're doing it yet. Now,
no, I mean, they're just looking. What?
Did they sign up? Do they have summer school at his school? Can he sign up for that? No, not
I
for music.
don't know how it is for the elementary.
Yeah, because they pass them on anyway. So they don't, yeah.
Yeah. Really quickly, Kim says, I have plans for my advent. I just have had no time to start the project. So
Oh, good. Yes, she had one of my admins.
yeah.
Yes. I know it's hard when I mean, when you're working with 24 minis, that is like 2.5 skeins of yarn. You could make something, or
Mhm.
I mean, I saw one girl that was just the 5 mini skeins of the fluorescent made a beautiful shawl.
Mhm.
And it's bright, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, minis are fun
Mhm.
and they're not, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't,
Jill said your mama wants you to take time off, Amber. I know she does. But I really don't even have time off. Even taking time off is not taking time off. I mean,
no. Now when you have a home-based business like me,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, I get antsy. I don't like to just sit and do nothing.
I
I mean,
was
you're gonna
thinking
see what I
about
did
you.
over the past 4 days. This is just 4 days. That bag I showed you earlier that I'm gonna show everyone, that's only
Uh-huh.
4 days of making these. So I've
Wow.
been crocheting, you guys, and I'll show you in a minute what I've done. But
Yesterday I was sitting there thinking and I thought, we took almost a week off when my mom died.
mhm.
And I thought, how did my shop stay open? I mean, I kept it open. I must have just emailed people when they bought stuff and told them that I'd be, and
You only
everybody
made a
was
few
pretty good
sales
about
while we were up there, and you just emailed them and told them what was going on, and people were very kind about it. So, I
right.
mean, people are understanding if you're open with them.
Yeah, you can be kind. And when you shut your shop,
Mhm.
you reopen it later on. You go into the, how would you say it? What's that AI where you go
The
into like,
algorithm.
yeah, like your new listing. When I listed these, to find them to begin with, unless you went to my site, you had to go and look at new listings. Because if you went just on Etsy and got scrolled through the regular hand-dyed yarn, it'd probably be 500 and 600 pages back before you'd find one of the new ones. But once somebody looks at them, then it pulls them forward in your shop. So
Oh,
yeah, and lately, boy, they said they've been having everybody, the algorithm has been really, really weird. They said AI just is awful because they tell it certain things, but AI does not think like a human. So, it's hard.
no, but I did discover Gemini by Google yesterday. It's the
What's
Google's
it?
AI, and I
Oh,
had it
okay.
write me a lesson plan. I told it what I wanted, what standards I wanted to use, and it wrote
Uh-huh.
me a lesson plan, like a geometry lesson plan. And it's actually
So
not a bad lesson plan.
someone had programmed that into it so it knew how to do that kind of stuff. But if
Mhm.
you would have thrown a curve in and say, oh, and I also want you to throw a little bit of calculus in there or something, it
I bet it
probably
could do it.
went. You think so?
Uh-huh. These things,
Gemini.
they have access to everything. Like they have access to the whole internet. But it did talk about sources that talked about which standards it was going to touch and what the objectives. I mean, it was actually very good. We did a couple for Dave too with music. We did just
Oh,
elementary music first, and it did kindergarten. And then we did one that was fourth grade elementary music with New Mexico standards, and they're both really good lesson plans that it created. I mean,
oh, we're good. I've never
I,
even heard of that.
I
You
can't
guys,
use it for my schooling because that would be cheating. I have to write my own lesson plans for my schooling for like my master's. But if I
uh-huh.
ever am in a pinch, need like a sub lesson plan for my classroom
Oh,
when I'm not there, I mean, that's something that you can quick and easily do and just print it off and you're good to go. Just make sure that there's nothing weird in it. But
yeah. Just
yeah,
go through. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Well,
Anyway,
that's
okay, let's see. A couple more comments. Steph is on here. Jade Plans,
okay.
Steph, hi. And Kim says, "Oh, I know what it's going to be. I think I'm going to make Anthology by Helen Stewart."
I think I've heard of that one, that pattern.
Yeah, I have to look at it later because I don't
Yeah,
know. Okay.
yeah.
Jill says she tried AI on Spotify and it got it all wrong. Yeah, my algorithm on my Amazon Music is pretty good. It knows me pretty well, so it can give me suggestions that I will like. But I mean, if you tell Siri to play a song for you, like it, because I listen to study music when I'm working in here, that's what it gave me, was like nighttime study music, like not any regular music. It was really
Oh, neat.
interesting.
Yeah, I've used her, let's
Mhm.
see, and I've used her to play sleep time music, you
Mhm.
know, make me go to sleep at night. One
Mhm.
time I tried to play the kind of music that your husband plays sometimes in the car, the
Like
orchestra
classical
thing,
music.
not classical, but they all sounded the same. So I
My
think,
favorite one to relax is if you go on YouTube, you can do like blank screen sleep music. So it does a black screen, but there's like little tiny stars on it, and it just plays really relaxing piano music. We did that a couple
Oh,
times falling asleep because we have a TV in our bedroom, and it was
uh-huh.
actually really nice. There was no ads. It was just black screen all night with music playing. It was very peaceful. And I like
Can you,
rain music. Like it's like it sounds like it's raining and there's music playing underneath it. And like the screen is like usually like some leaves with like rain on them and stuff. I like that in my classroom. That
in
helps
your,
keep the classroom.
oh,
I play it on my board when we have like a working day, and it keeps the classroom level a little bit more mellow. If there's
oh,
nothing playing, it gets rowdy. But when I
so
have
you
like
want to
quiet
talk to
music
you?
playing, mhm,
Right. Nice.
it's get more work done. So,
Okay.
um, let's see. Do you want to talk about our weeks?
Okay.
I mean, because I told you guys last time I was taking that test the next day or the next
Yeah.
Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I passed it. Um, right by the skin of my teeth, right on the line for my mathematics praxis to get my license. So once I get my official scores, which will be after 5 p.m. Eastern time on March 7th, which is a Thursday, I have it in my planner. Then I can officially reapply for my license with my, so I'll be a K-12 specialist in math.
Oh, okay.
That means I can transfer that license to any state with reciprocity pretty much. So
Oh, okay. Good. Good.
yeah, that'll be a good thing.
Well,
Uh,
you're staying there, so hopefully.
yeah, I mean, that's
So,
the plan right now. If I can get this license, then we're good. Because we're not having any big issues right now, just with my licensing. So that's a good thing.
yeah, yeah, it is. And all I've done for the last 2 weeks is I don't know what I did the first week, I'm thinking. But last week I dyed yarn. But what did I do that first week? Just fool around? Oh, I crocheted and stuff
Hmm.
like
And
that.
did you
I,
diamond paint then too? You did some diamond
oh,
painting.
nope,
You
that was
promised you
all.
were going to the next day.
Well, I didn't.
Oh,
I might have done it like in the middle of the week because I did the February one and then I went on. It took me a couple days to do the March one. But I'll show you guys those when we get to finished objects.
I don't have any finished objects this week. Well, I do, but not diamond painting. I have whips for diamond painting, but I have finished objects for crocheting.
Yeah, you do. So do I.
I haven't had for a while.
Process. So why don't you do your work in process and go over to your whips? Because they're the same things practically.
My whips are my works in progress, yes. My diamond painting ones,
No, these.
but I only have one whip. The rest are
Oh,
done.
yeah. So I
Okay.
said, do your whip and then go into. You have other whips?
I have
No,
diamond painting whips.
I know, but that's
Oh,
after.
okay. No, I have one crocheting whip. This is the
Okay.
one I started today. It is a scrunchie, crocheted scrunchie, and I do it around a wide band hairband, like the thick ones, because I don't want it to fall apart. So yeah, it's I'll show you the finished ones in a second, but I have one in my hair. I have one in my hair. That's really pretty. They make a messy bun look pretty. So yes, this is my work in progress. Then, like mom said, I can go to my finished objects because that's what they all are. So I'll show you first off, I have two that are made with the one that's in my hair, which is the retro stripes red heart yarn. So these ones look a lot more full than the other ones do because the red heart is a little bit thicker. What'd you say?
Rainbow sherbet.
Yeah, they're so pretty. I love the brightness.
Pretty.
And then I got some mandala ombre. So I'll show you mandala ombre. That's what this ball is. I was pulling from the center and then it collapsed on itself and started falling apart. So I made it to a ball. So mandala ombre. And so these ones, I'm gonna show you the ones that are from the same skein. It's like pinks and oranges.
Oh, okay.
And this little bit of pink on here because I only had enough for this part of the last one that I did. So all the rest of these are from the same other skein, and it made 9 of them. Well, almost 9. It's just that little pink on it. But it's had purples and blues and teals and greens and pinks, all these colors.
Pretty.
So scrunchies galore. And I was actually I was crocheting outside my classroom yesterday while kids were coming in, and one of my students like, "What are you making?" And I was like, "Oh, scrunchie. That's what they look like." She's like, "Mrs. McConaughey, those are fire." Who am I to argue with my things being fire, you know? Like she loved them. So scrunchies, I went a little crazy. My left elbow hurts a lot though from crocheting so much. Because
Oh,
hands like this.
yep. And see me, I did these. I made a
Mhm.
bigger wash or dishcloth. I made white. I've done 14 or 18 of these.
Oh
So
wow.
they're they sell the fastest, the white ones. And this time I've gone to a bigger size. So these are 8 by 9 inches. My other ones were 7 by 8 inches. And my other, all the coloring ones, because I use
Mhm.
dishcloth on them, they turn out to be like 6 by 7 inches, even though I use the same hook and the same pattern. It's supposed to be a worsted, but it's more of a polish worsted. I don't know if you understand
No, well,
the
that's kind of like the mandala compared to the red heart. I'm
yeah, the
using
first
the
time
same
you
size
use it.
needle and
Mm.
everything, and they look way poofier. Like if you same thing, like if you look at this one compared to this one, like look at how
Oh
poofy this
yeah.
one looks.
I was
But
gonna ask you if you changed your pattern.
nope, same pattern, same needle.
Wow. So this one must be a 4,
I
and
think
that was
so.
like a 3.
Let me see. No, this one, the mandala says it's a 4.
So maybe that's a
Red
5.
heart. Hold on, check behind me. This is the red heart. The red heart also says it's a 4, but
Huh.
they are not the same. Like, look at the thickness. Can you see them next to each other?
Yeah.
Like, they're not, one is twisted tighter,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I
Which is
think,
like some of the wool yarn. That's why sometimes on the 100 grams on the fingering sock, you'll get 400 yard. Sometimes you get 467. Sometimes you
yeah.
get 440. Yeah. So it just depends
Weird.
on how tight it's twisted, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, neat.
Oh, hi, Aunt Shell. Oh, thank you, Steph. Steph says she loves my nails. I did them
Oh,
myself today.
when she
I,
was studying.
yep. I did some gel, and then there are the nail foils. I did nail foils right here. That's the like transfers, I guess. And then these are little stickers. And
Yeah,
there's butterflies on them and crowns, and just I was tired of having naked nails.
I know.
I do them like every week to every 2 weeks and haven't for a while. I'm like, I need to put it into my habits again.
Right, right.
Especially when you work with like whiteboard markers, when I erase, sometimes I get black under my nails. That's from the
Oh,
white
the
markers.
dyeing yarn. But
Mhm.
I didn't notice when I used to have my nails done,
Mhm.
acrylics, they didn't stain like your
Oh.
regular nails stain, and then you never get that out because they're stained, and I'm
Mhm.
not dirty, you guys. My nails are just stained.
And they don't split as
Oh,
much either when I have them done.
I forgot what else I did.
Oh, that's
That's
what
what
you
I
do.
did all last week.
What'd you
I
do?
tie-dyed socks.
Oh, that's right. Did you put them
And
back on
huh?
after we
No,
discussed it?
yeah, I did put those back on, but none of these are Nikes.
Oh, okay.
All other ones. In fact,
Okay.
I'll just grab a pair. I I found I got some long knee highs.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah. And so I did a bunch of
That
pairs
looks
of
like
those.
a face. Right by your hand right there. That looks like a
Like a
face.
skeleton. Like a
Oh my
skeleton.
gosh, that's pareidolia right there.
But I
Sorry.
did a bunch of these, but I've got like 36 pairs, so I haven't started listing those yet, you guys. I'm gonna list, I have like the ones that don't show. I tie-dyed a bunch of those, even though in my mind I'm thinking, why would you want a tie-dye sock that's not gonna show anyway?
Because kids wear them and they show them. They wear Crocs and shorts, Mom, in the middle of winter.
Okay.
And they wear socks with their Crocs.
And then I got some ankle highs. I got some crew socks. And then I got those. I got 6 pair of those. So to show. But I still have like 30 more pairs to do. I did go a little crazy, you guys. But after doing these at the very end, I was like, let's just scrunch these and band them. And
It runs in the family, Mom. It
I
runs in the
did
family. We
I
go
did
both
do
go crazy.
I did do 2 dish towels too. One of the dish towels I scrunched. and tied it. Then I put it under my rack while I was tie dyeing the other ones. So
Oh,
it caught all the drips. So it's real splotchy and real. And then I have 20 of those to do. And I did two. They take up a lot more dye, you guys. So,
they do.
but
You should do
anyway,
where you put a little pot, like put like a quarter and then wrap a rubber band around it. So you have little circles on them.
yeah. Well, I saw someone that did this when she was doing a scarf. Remember when I did the
Mm-hmm. The
knit tie
silk
dye scarf?
scarves.
She took a rubber band. She didn't put anything in it, but she tied it real tight, and then
Mm-hmm.
she put it on cups, plastic cups all around. So
Uh-huh.
she dripped the thing on, and it would run down. And then the little thing on the top, she'd put like a different color. So
Mm-hmm.
then when she took the rubber bands out, it was like flowers all over it.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of neat, but that
Yeah.
takes a lot of time to do, you guys. So
And you don't have time?
hey, I was so gung ho when I started those socks, and they took me hours to do, hours, and it was
You gotta
like,
think of ideas.
and the thing is, because I made the dye, and you cannot keep the dye. The dye has to be used within 2 hours, or it doesn't work. And then I leave them in like 3 days instead of
Mm-hmm.
the 12 to 24 hours, and I get a nice. So here's another one of my longer ones. I get real bright.
And I think that is the key to getting them to stay super bright too, is leaving them in the dye for longer. Because mine, some
Yes.
of them I left in like a week, and then I was like, oh, I gotta wash those on my
Well,
shirts.
yeah, and when I'm rinsing them out, I noticed that um the only the first couple washings did the dye actually come out. I mean,
Mhm.
when I did tie dye before on those other shirts, of course, I used a different kind of dye, but I would have to rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse, and then I put all the socks together in one
In
washing
one
machine,
wash. Mm-hmm.
and I used the Synthropol,
Mm-hmm.
and none of them transferred onto the other ones. So I had gotten most of the dye out by the washing, and then so yeah, I waited almost 3 days, and I thought I gotta get these washed because I was in my mind thinking they were gonna take forever and ever and ever to rinse, and you
Mm,
have to rinse each pair separately because that's when they would transfer if you
yeah,
tried to rinse at first the
that's
same
true.
amount.
That's
So
true.
that's what I did the first week. And then this last week I did yarn. I've got over 20 skeins, so that's 10 new colorways already on my site. And then I've got 4 new colorways here that I'm going to show you tonight. And I'm going to show you 4 of the other colorways that are my favorite when we get into what's in your shop. So,
Um, I'm gonna catch up on a couple things.
okay.
Steph said she did her nails today too, and they're almost the same colors, but she did press-ons. I've done press-ons. I like press-ons. I just wanted to do gel today because my nails are not very long, and then when I wear press-ons, because of my contacts, I've scratched my eye with press-ons before, and with
Oh,
my fake nails. So I'm
oh yeah, yeah.
like just doing gel. And yes, Jill, socks with Crocs. That's a fashion statement, and they do or Croc charms. I don't understand Croc charms because they would hurt my feet because they poke through, and even though they're flat, I sensory issues on my feet. I always have.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't think I could stand that either.
yeah. And then hello, Maritza. Welcome. She is on here. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is on.
Oh
Um, Steph says she started a sweater using a few coordinating skeins from the Harry Potter Club, A
yeah.
Winter's Night at the Castle, Nagini, and Bats at the Halloween Feast. It's really pretty so far. Oh,
Oh,
that
nice.
love to
Oh,
see
that
that. That is
you're bringing
beautiful.
that up, kind of. If you're one of my quarterly people, there's only 4 days left to sign up for the winter at the castle. I only have 3 spots left, so
Right, it is
I
the 24th, isn't it? Wow.
I had to cut off the amount of people because the thing I'm putting in extra this time, I had to order. So I had to make sure I didn't want to over order. So I just ordered enough from what I thought how it was going. And then from now on, I'm not going to stick up the quarterly 3 months in advance. I'm only going to stick it up like 6 weeks in advance. So because 3 months is a long time to buy something and have to wait for it, I think, because
That's
I'm a person that wants my stuff right away, and I know a lot of people are, you know,
mm,
but and that's
I
why all my
am.
dyed yarn is already dyed. What's on my shop is what you get. You don't have to wait for me to dye the stuff up. And Amber's the same way.
Yes,
So
I like to post things that I can make for you later. Because I
Yeah,
mean, heaven knows we both have enough going on that
yeah. So
having to do special orders is hard.
yes, and we tried it a few times, but for me, because of I don't know if it's because of the ADHD or whatever, I just if I got an order, it's like I want to get it done right now. So I'd stop doing everything else and I do the special order because I would
And
want
then
to get it.
what if they don't like the special order? I mean,
Right,
like,
because they don't always look exactly like the ones you have on the site. And
mhm,
I looked at other shops, and then that's one of the number one complaints when people give like a 4-star or a 3-star instead of a 5-star is they, oh, the yarn was nice and soft, but it doesn't look like the picture at all. Well, because these are hand dyed. And if you just happen to pour it at the wrong time or pour a little more in one spot than in the others, they're not gonna look because we aren't mass producers. So,
no, we're not.
but we
Sorry,
are,
my
yeah.
hip hurts. I need to put my knee up for a second. My
Yeah.
left hip,
What
as
did
I'm
my
getting
say this?
older, you had me at meow.
Yeah, okay. I love these shirts, you guys. I if they'd have had a spot on the cat box where you could just buy the shirt and the cat toys and not get the extra things, I'd have stayed with it because I do like the shirts. But it was all those extra things like the glasses and they were neat, but you know,
Just adds up with being stuff.
yeah, that's how it was with the book boxes. You got all this extra stuff, not just the
Mhm.
book.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of which, I have my bark box today. I have Rusty's bark box, and I have not given him anything out of it. I've had it since the Monday after we last filmed. I've had it for 2 weeks, but he has a lot of toys right now, so that's why I haven't felt like I've had to give him the toys from this.
right, right.
Yes. So
Anyway, so are we going to do our finished objects now on the diamond art? We also do a diamond art club, you guys. And I think mine's diamond art today, and yours is diamond art. Do you
both of
want to
mine
do?
are Diamond Art Club, yes. And they're whips. I just have whips. You have finished objects on that.
Okay, we'll do your whips. Yeah. I,
Yes.
uh,
Oh, Steph says she has that same cat shirt and she loves it.
oh
Okay,
yeah.
here's my Snuffy whip. This is how far I am on Snuffy.
Oh, how cute.
So cute.
Yeah, I have my one whip, don't I? Mm.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I
need
looked at a bunch. I looked at a bunch of the little ones. They have the whole Harry Potter set.
They
Uh,
do.
the-
Do you see how cute little Dobby is? Oh
I
my
know.
gosh, she's so cute.
Oh, even what Draco is a cute little Draco.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
It's taken
So
everything in me not to buy those Harry Potter ones. I'm like, I have enough points but saved up. I could probably get like all of them for free, but I'm like, no, 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 I gotta wait. But Snuffy, he's cute. And
yeah.
I can't wait to see how the black glows in the dark because the black is the glow in the dark color on this.
Oh, okay.
And the blue are the fairy dust. And oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
Are you
Like,
gonna put those in your bedroom?
I think this one's gonna go in my bed or either my bedroom or a craft room. I might put it in here.
But in your bedroom, you can see it at night.
I know, but that might creep me out in the middle of the night if I wake up without my glasses on. I'm like, what's glowing on the wall? I'm
Because in
like,
the bedroom, I had a nightmare that this big spider, big, jumped on the back of my head. And my mother was young at the time in my dream, and she didn't know what to do to get it off. I said, grab alcohol, grab a bottle of alcohol and pour it over my head.
you watch Arachnophobia this week?
No, I didn't. Ah,
I get those dreams sometimes about like spiders in my bed, and then I wake up and I'm like, I have to throw the covers off because my brain thinks there actually is spiders in the bed with me. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm sure we've
it
all
doesn't
woke
tell
up
the
and thought we
difference.
had a spider and we've flipped our hand to get it off,
Mhm.
and we might
Or just
have.
like that,
Yeah.
push it away from you.
Anyway, had to tell you about my little dream, the
Oh,
one
that's
I remembered.
scary. Okay, then I got my other whip. It's my big whip. You gotta stand up. It
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
what
have to
lies
stand
beneath.
up.
I'm further. Look, I got the ship done.
Oh, you do?
I just have the front of the ship and the bottom of the ship. But for those of you who haven't seen this one, it is a huge octopus.
Oh, how cute.
So excited for this. This is one of my rainy day kits.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
that's what Katie from Diamonds and Washi calls some of these kits. Like it's one of those kits that like you want to save it for a rainy day, like when you really want something you really want to love, That was one of the ones for me that I've loved. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Neat.
I'll see yours.
My, oh, my whip.
Oh, your whip first.
There
Yes.
you go. Yes. Okay. I went back to my diamond art painting just today on this one, but I did accomplish something. This is my spirit. What's it called?
Tiger spirit.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them. Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in. Wait.
Alexa, stop.
Okay. I just unplugged it.
Okay.
Okay. This is my spirit, and I've got that
Oh.
much done.
Is it squares, Mom? I can't remember.
No,
It's round?
circles. I was
Okay.
so excited when I took it out today. It's circles. So can you see it?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So I want to do one at least one square a day.
That's a good goal.
But because my arm, my hand was really hurting when I
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
it right through here. I must push real hard down, and it was right through here. It was really hurting. And then this hand never knows what to do. So I kind of lean on it and my arm starts hurting. So
Yeah.
that's my whip. Then I promised you guys I'd finish my Valentine calendar, and I did
That's so cute. Hot cocoa. That's so cute.
with candy canes in it.
Yeah.
More like a
For
Christmas.
Valentine. But the
Yeah.
candy canes make a heart, don't they? They make a heart at the top?
Oh, they do. Okay,
do.
they make a heart at the
Yeah.
top. And then I did my March, you guys. So I am 1 month ahead.
Yay.
No me. Did a card.
Oh, that's so cute. I love
Yeah.
the gnomes pictures. I almost bought some this week when they came back in stock. The
I almost bought
Valentine's
a
one.
Halloween one of him sleeping under the thing because he's not real big. He's 20 by 20, which
Okay.
is doable for me. And then, but I'm not going to go too far ahead on these because they go fast. They do go fast. And I just kind of want to, like in March, I'll work on the April one. And then in April, maybe the May. And then in June, I'll do June, July, and August because it's hot in the summer and I get those done. So
Yeah, you
that's
can do
my,
that instead of dyeing yarn because it gets hot when you dye yarn.
yes, it heats up my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using this. And in it today, I have pineapple,
And cotton candy. Yeah.
and cotton candy skinny mini or whatever she's
Mini
called.
syrups. Yes. Mine is just regular water today because I realized, when you're really tired, sometimes ice water will wake you up. And I was watching videos, I was studying, I've been in the craft room for 4 hours today. And I was just tired. I'm like, I need ice water. Like
Yeah.
something about it but now it's just ice. My water's gone. And then I need some more water before I go to bed.
Okay, so now, since you don't have anything in what's in your shop, do you? Did you put anything new? Okay, we'll do I did dye yarn this week, you guys. So, because this is the week in between that I don't have to do our Dragon Club or the other. Oh, speaking of our Dragon Club, shall we show our dragon?
Yeah.
We weren't in our February Dragon Club. This is the dragon. See, now Amber's has more green on it. Mine's almost all purple, except it has green underbelly.
But
And
look at the hearts.
a heart. He has a
Hearts
heart.
on with that.
Yeah.
You are not you're showing like this, Mom. I can't see anything you're showing. You gotta lift up higher. Up here.
Okay.
And there
There.
you go. There you go.
All down his back, his heart.
And then the tail, it's actually a fidget. Did you see that? It's a
Oh,
fidget.
yeah.
The heart twists around itself a little bit, back and forth.
I didn't want to break mine, so.
Yeah, you gotta be a little gentle with it, but it won't break. But
Did
it's cute. I'm excited for next month. So I've been printing them too.
you finally, okay, decide what to do?
I did, but I'm not gonna say it on here because I don't want to ruin anything.
I never know. She sends them to me anyway. She sends me pictures, but they don't look the same in a picture I'm glad I wait because this one also had peach in it. Some of the dragons got peach on them and a pink, I think.
I don't think that I kept two, one for me and one for Dave. But I think the two that I kept were the same color as each other. Yeah.
Right. And I took the one that was almost all lavender. I wanted you guys to all get more of the ones with the green and the peach and the thing because I think I used 6 colors on my yarn this time because her stuff, I mean, the peach
Color,
changed.
yeah.
The lavender was some places darker purple and then got lighter purple. And so, yeah, so it's
I
fun
used
with
a
me.
fun rainbow
Really-
filament.
Yeah, it really tests me on how to make these to get a lot of the colors in. Because if I miss one color and you happen to get the dragon that's like if I hadn't used lavender,
It
whoever
won't
got
be
this would have said,
difficult this month.
oh, okay.
It'll be
Okay.
easy to color match. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway, we only have 4 days to sign up for that too.
Yes, so if you want one, make sure you don't miss out because these are exclusive. I don't sell the dragons anywhere else either. Mom's Yarn is exclusive and my dragons are exclusive.
Right. Yeah, so that's the only place they are.
Yep.
Is in clubs. That's how my Harry Potter club was. I never even brought back any of the Harry Potter colorways in after all those years. I mean, I suppose along the way, some of them may have looked the same, because there's only so many colors you can put together. But
It's true. We only
anyway,
have so much we can use.
that's in our shop. Then I'm going to show you 4 of my new colorways that have names, and then 4 that I dyed yesterday that don't have names yet. So these are my Arabian Nights.
Oh,
Look how bright it is. I
it
love
reminds me
the
of
bright.
something. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of a candy, and I don't know what candy it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's the bright
Like
blue.
Jolly Rancher candy.
Yeah,
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
Then this one is another bright one, and I named this one Crazy for You.
Oh, that's pretty too. Just want to
Yeah.
eat it.
Well, with spring coming, and summer, they're nice and bright. They'd make beautiful socks or anything, or shawls or anything. Then these 2 are, I started out trying to make lighter summer colors. Right. Then this one is Moon Glow Flowers. These are pinks and turquoise and kind of a maybe like a Valentine pink or something.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
pretty.
that's a lighter one. And then, for summer, you have to have something with salmon and coral and like this one. And this one I named Coral Reef. And in the past, I've had a coral reef, but it wasn't this colorway. They turn out, but anyway. So this is really a pretty color too for people that like the oranges and peaches and stuff like that. So those are already on my site. Then the 4 new colorways that I have no name for, I tried to do colors with a lot of white, which for me is hard because like everybody, we want to get rid of all that. And these 4 that are coming up are all done on the 8515 sock. So this is one. It has a red, a green, and a twilight gray, maybe. And twilight gray is really like a lilac.
Yeah.
That one. So see there, they've got not a lot of color. And a lot of them are more of I speckled these, but I used more water. And so the
And
speckles,
it bloomed.
yeah, they bloomed. Then this one I really like. This one.
Oh, that's really pretty too.
It's got the greens and the reds, and that's duckling. That when you don't, when you
Yeah,
just
it's really dark, almost a
it,
brown.
it gets real gold.
Hmm.
And this one is real light too. Some blues. I tried to stay away from blues because me and blue, we have a pact.
You have a
Everything
lot
I
of
make,
blue. You like blue.
yeah. And so this is blues and yellows. Oh, this color here
Hmm.
is called Dharma had 5 or 6 colorways that were their oops colors.
Okay.
And this
So they
one
were
is
on sale or whatever.
yeah, this one I think is the cream something. But they
Okay.
had kitty toe beans,
Oh,
a rotten
that's
rose,
fun.
rotten rose, uh, lime coconut, and a couple others. The only one I didn't buy, I can't remember. I didn't buy one of them. And then this one has some green. And so if you guys think of any names, leave them in the message below, because even if I don't use them on these, I like to have a list of names,
Mm-hmm.
because I went through and I try not to take other people's names, but sometimes you look at something and another name will pop into your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which one was it? One of these, uh, the moon glow flowers. They had moon glow. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, well, and it was blues and whites and yellow. And I thought, moon gold flowers, that's kind of,
Yeah.
different. And so it gives me ideas so that I don't have
You do
to.
have a couple section or couple suggestions. Well,
Oh,
that might lead you in the right direction, or
okay. Uh-huh.
Jill said the second one is beachy. It's kind of beachy colors. So maybe something to do with the beach. And then
Got-
Lori said the one you really liked needs a desert inspired name. Oh, Jill said the white and green one could be I'm jaded.
Oh,
I
that's nice.
like that. That's fun.
Yes. I just dropped it on the floor, but that's okay. I'll write that down. Well, Jill, I can't read the comments after,
No,
can I?
but do you have a pencil? Yeah, you can. You can go
Oh,
and read the live. If you go to the video, you can read the live
no.
comments. You don't have a pencil? I'm like, I have a whole set here of pens and pencils because this is where I study. Oh, and Lori also said last one, maybe grasshopper cocktails. Did you
Okay.
hear what I just said?
I did grasshopper cocktails. I'm jaded.
I'm jaded. And the one you really liked, she said needs a desert inspired name. And Jill said the second one is beachy, kind of beachy.
Okay.
You call it beach, please.
Beach, please.
Yeah, like people say the BITCH, please. It's funny.
Oh,
It's fun.
kind of a beach.
Sorry. What about mint julep? Have you done a mint julep yet?
I think a long, long time ago. I still remember music used to play.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
yes. Okay, I'm gonna grab something because I forgot I made my first 3D printed design. I don't think I showed you guys last time. I don't think I had made them last time we were here.
And she's going to work on a 3D printed design for me and for all you people that crochet.
That's true, but that's gonna take me a little longer because when you see my first design, you'll understand it's gonna be a while.
You're going to be a while?
No, come on.
Talk amongst yourselves. I can't read you guys' comments, so you can't talk to me. But anyway, by the way, Shelley, happy anniversary. I know that was last week. And of course, happy birthday. I'm glad you got my card. So I remember, I think I got it right this time. My sister, who has been in my life all these years, I always got her birthday mixed up. I couldn't remember if it was the 20th or the 22nd. Because back in the day, one of them used to be Lincoln's birthday, and I knew hers wasn't that, it was the other one. So I never had a problem. But then they took Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday and put them all together in President's Day. And so I couldn't remember which was her birthday and which was Lincoln's birthday. So there you go. We talked about birthdays. Happy birthday, Shelley.
Jill said son of a beach would be perfect, and she also said pour me a desert.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so first off, look how cute this is, by the way.
Oh, did
I
you
may
make
or may not have bought a knitting machine for a whole day.
you only kept it today?
Yeah, because it kept dropping stitches. But
Oh, one of those.
it was like yours, but it was a cheaper one. I
Okay.
designed a pom-pom button that says
Oh, is
"Big
that what those
love."
were that you showed me?
Yeah, it's a pom-pom button, so you can take the
I,
pom-poms on and off. So you can have a hat with a pom-pom or without a pom-pom, and it's just a button. So
that
this
is
is my first
cute.
3D printed design that I designed myself and then printed it. And it says made with love. I've tweaked it a little since this one, so I have a different font on it, so it looks a little bit better. But yeah, isn't that cool? And isn't
Yeah.
this pom-pom amazing?
Where'd you find that one?
Amazon. I got a whole pack
That's
of them.
where
I was
and
gonna
that's
make a whole bunch of these hats.
I
But
got the pom pom. when I made him into the when I was doing the pygmy puff for my Harry
Mhm.
Potter club, I did the pom poms, the pygmy puff on a keychain, and I got those that had mine had lavender, and I might even have one hanging around
Like they're
somewhere.
so pretty,
They're
but
so pretty, and that really matches that
it
hat.
really does. And I was looking for these pom-pom buttons on like Amazon. Like I was looking to see if someone had designed any for these. Like people have designed buttons on the 3D printer, but not pom-pom buttons. Like you can
Yeah.
buy wooden ones on Etsy that people will make for you. But I'm like 3D printing, it took 4 minutes to print a button. 4. I'm
You
like,
know, those hats, I have never figured out. You actually make one long thing and then turn it inside out and sew these up together.
yeah, and then it's not as long as I wanted it to be. I followed a pattern, and the pattern I followed, it's too short for, well, because I wanted to be able to fold it up. Hold on. So I want to show you how this fits, but I got to take off
So you
my bun because my hair, I have too much hair back there. So it's actually like it's like a slouchy hat.
oh, okay.
A little bit slouchy, but I wanted to make it longer so I could fold it up.
Oh, okay.
Jill, I can get you some for sure. Jill said, send me some. I will get you some. Yes. Because they're like the hat button is perfect. And I'm sorry, my hair is really a mess today. But I'll pull it back again. Yeah, so that is my first design. No, what I was saying is it might take me a while to design you the crochet hook holder because my first design is so simple.
Well,
I'm
you saw the one I sent you. Did you see it? Like you said, it was for pins, but they
Mhm,
put crochet hooks in it. But the bottom where the hole was, that was just very little. And the one I got that was made for the furl hooks has like a
mhm.
½ inch below and an inch on the top because some of the furl hooks, especially when you get into like the K's and L's, they're bigger. They're
There,
fatter
yeah.
than regular. Yeah. And so, yeah. But yeah, I even bought that little round thing to hold my excess ones,
Mhm.
the little round wooden, and I can't get a single. I've got one extra hook that won't fit anywhere.
Like I could also make you like this. It's just like a pen holder. Like you
See, yeah,
could
that's what I
like
have,
this.
but
Yeah.
it, I have my others in. It's like a pen holder. Well, that's what
Yeah.
it was, pen holder. But it was tall enough and it was wood, so it matched the other wood. So
Mm-hmm.
they make a, I'm sure they do, a printed stuff, a 3D printer junk. What do you call it? Silicone that looks like wood.
Do you mean filament?
Yeah, that looks like wood.
It looks like wood. Yes, it's hard on the nozzles though, because it actually has pieces of wood in it. It has
Oh,
like sawdust in it to make it really look like wood when it prints. I've printed a couple things with it. So you have to use a little bit slightly larger needle, or not
oh,
needle, sorry, nozzle, or
right.
you change out your nozzles more often, which it's not a big deal. I mean, like I said, we did some with ebony and we can get like a 4-pack of wood filament of the small versions of it, but I probably could print it, but the design that you want, I'm gonna have to print with supports.
Yeah, because it
Is you
had the,
can't print in the air, that top part.
oh, I got
Supports
you.
underneath it.
Couldn't you print two separate bottom and then a top and then print just some of the round
Glue
things
it all
and glue
together.
them together?
I mean, yeah, but I think they're usually more stable if you can do it all as one piece. But I'll look and see if I can find anything that's already designed, and if not, I can make designs. I mean, I'm learning how to use the program. Like simple design, but it works. The hat button works, or the pom-pom button.
Jeffrey just texted. He said, I wondered why my car was smelling. Then I noticed that I left the garbage bag in the back seat. He had thrown it in to take over to the garbage. And
Oh, is he at work?
I had done that before, yes. He works until 10:30 tonight.
Oh, okay. Steph says she still has the pygmy puff hanging on one of her tote bags she uses all the time. And then she also said fountain pen stands and cases work great for furls hooks. Because I have a fountain pen display case that I use for mine.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder, while I'm here, I'm just gonna look at something really fast. Um, sorry. Bamboo, which is the company that makes my 3D printer, actually now has a maker space that has designs too. So
Oh,
fountain pen.
because the one that I looked at was for pins, but like I said, the bottom was just too. Stephanie, do you turn yours upside down and have the hook in the bottom? Because I have the hook on the top.
Well, how about this one? Where they just go in sideways and lay in there.
Oh, I don't like that. I have to have them standing.
No, this is the only designs that they've made on here on this one. There's one for 2 and one for 3. So this is not for you, but I can look and see what I can come up with. There may be some too on other websites because that's just the bamboo one. There's
Right.
like Thingiverse and printables and
Did
Colts.
you ever look
and-
at those for those the person that printed the
yarn
bowls?
molds? Mm-mm,
that-
I haven't had a chance to look at those yet. Mm-mm.
They were kind of neat. But like I said, the only thing is I would wonder if when you hooked your yarn in and pulled it, if it got tangled, if it would the whole thing would come up or if it was heavy enough to sit.
Oh
You know,
yeah, it might
made
slide.
the bowl.
Yeah.
Didn't you make one with the funny face too, where it came out the nose?
Mm-hmm. Out the nose holes and the mouth.
Yeah.
Still have that one in a box somewhere.
Where?
You know, when you move things, paintbrush stands, maybe, but that might be thinner too.
That would have the little hole on the bottom.
Hmm.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie, for ordering the yarn and Dragon Club.
You could do one like this.
No, see, they'd
I know
fall.
I know. It's okay. That's all
You're
that comes.
thinking. You're thinking.
I'm thinking. I'm looking at different things. You never know what's going to be best.
That's
But
right.
okay. Anyway, also, do you want me to show the yarn I bought this week? Speaking of crocheting these guys,
Yeah.
I
Amber
bought
bought
four
some
mandala.
off brand.
I didn't
Acrylic.
buy a lot. I did. Okay, I bought some. Steph says hers is a laying down one with a clear lid, but I've seen some neat acrylic stand ones on Amazon. So you could, if I can't come up with a 3D printed one, you could look on Amazon for a fountain pen stand.
Because I only looked on Etsy tonight, you guys, because I was kind of flustered because I only had a half an hour before we filmed and or an hour before we filmed, and that popped in my head, and I'm the type that if I don't remember,
If you don't do it when you remember, you won't do it.
it's like now, I just remember that I didn't write in. I went to Wiener Schnitzel tonight and I didn't write in my
On the
purchase.
paper that you put in front of you with names, write in Wiener Schnitzel. You have a piece of paper in front of you right now.
$2.05. I do remember that.
Okay, so I got some mandalas. This actually may be the same as the first color I got, but it looks different because this one has orange in it instead of yellow, I think. I don't know. So this one is mandala, and these are the ombres, and this is called, what color is this one? Tranquil
That's a Walmart.
from Walmart. And like I said, one of these makes almost 9 of the scrunchies if you follow the pattern I did.
And it's a 4.
And it is a 4, but it's thinner. And if you're curious about the scrunchies, if you crochet, I did single crochets, then I did 2 double crochets in each single, and then I did 3 double crochets in each of those doubles. So that's what made it have the wavery thing. So I've got that one. I got one of the sparkles. This is a mandala sparkle. And this one is called, I just saw it. Aquila, Aquila. And it's got sparkles in it.
Pretty.
Very subtle sparkles. You got this one, which is called Echo Caves. And it's greens and blues and whites. And they have 2 more.
And are they 100% acrylic or what?
Yeah, they are. So you can actually wash these in the washing machine if you get them. So that's kind of nice. This one is called Zen, and it's mostly turquoises and greens.
If it's teal, it's Geo.
It is. And then I got one of the mandala babies. Now this
Oh.
one, they're the same ounces, but this one has 590 yards.
So it
one
might
has
be
344 yards.
so it's maybe sport, or what does it say? What
It says
Is
it's a 3.
A
So
3.
this one is
Okay.
probably going to crochet up different. I may have to do more singles to make up for the,
Or you can do what some people do, is they take one from the end and one from the middle and double.
but then I'd be like a 6.
Yeah, that's true. Then it would
I
really
don't
be.
want it to be that thick. But look at how pretty it is. It's called
Look
the
how
it's
even
called
how
Narnia.
smaller it looks.
Yeah,
And it has more yardage, and yet next to the regular mandala.
and this this one's a baby too.
Oh,
Both babies. And these ones, this one is not a baby.
they don't look. Oh, yeah, look how short it is.
Yeah, look how
Yeah.
much taller it is. So, I
Yeah.
mean, this one's 328 yards, the sparkle, which is less than this one. This was 344. This is 328. Like we were talking about, the different sizes. Oh, this one says, the sparkle says it's a 3 as well. So,
Huh.
who knows? We'll see what happens when I start. Because I can get I do 38 singles around the
Rubber band.
rubber band. So with the babies, I might have to do like 42 or 44 to get it to the end. And then it'll be a little bit more like these ones are very stiff. The red heart ones, because it's so much thicker. And these are a little bit more floppy, just a little bit more floppy. So I would imagine the babies will be a little bit more floppy than that too, because it's lighter.
But like you said, if you put more like a say 46 stitches around instead of 38, then, like,
Everything will be bigger and floofier. It'll be a very floofy.
do you
stretch.
have one of the floofy ones right there?
Yeah.
Because the one in your hair isn't one of the floofy ones, is it? That
Well,
doesn't as floofy as that one.
when I say floofy, I mean I meant like they're softer and they fall down more. Like it doesn't hold its shape. So this is like the one in my hair, and it looks bigger because it is the thicker stuff, and it keeps
Because the
the.
one in your hair looks littler like that one, the other
No,
one.
it's like this.
Oh, okay.
But I have it wrapped around twice, and so maybe it
You
looks
have it around twice,
because
okay.
it's pulled a little, and so everything is not as floofy as it would be. But it's like this, like doubled over.
So you can get it through
What do you mean I
twice.
can't get it through? Oh, just around twice. Yeah. So just over
I
twice.
was worried about that if I could get it through.
You should be able to, yeah. But probably only one twist.
I have a bunch of acrylic yarn. Remember all that stuff I
Mhm.
bought?
Oh yeah. When
Yeah,
you're making your hats,
oh,
like you could
yeah.
do these, Mom. You could do these easily because you just do a slip knot
Yeah.
and you make that the top of your first single crochet. Like, and you just pull through, and I do single crochets around. And like I said, 2 doubles and then 3 doubles in each one. So the third round takes the longest.
Well, because when I was making the balls, the
Mhm.
shower balls, they look
Oh yeah,
different
they
there.
did. That's what I was thinking about that. This looks like a scrunchie or like
Yeah,
a.
you just keep doing it around. The more you do it, the fluffier it gets, and you just shove it in until it's as big around as you want.
Yeah, so yeah, you could make these with your acrylic yarn. And I actually have, because I got so into it, I actually got on Amazon, I got this bag of the hair bands. There's 120 of them in here, and I think I paid $5. And then this one, they didn't come fast enough, so I went to Walmart and I got the Scrunchy brand ones. And this one did it have 100? It might have had 100. I think I tore off, 60. Has 60 on it. I think I paid like $4 for 60 of them. So, I mean, really, they're not expensive to get the hair bands.
Well, they
'Cause
have them at the dollar store too. The
Yeah.
dollar store, I think you
There's
get
some
about.
people I've seen who make them who use 2 of the scrunchies underneath or 2 of the hair bands underneath. But for me, 1 is enough.
Yeah, two would be really hard to.
It would be tighter.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying making them, like, because it's a quick crochet. Because
And
I
what
like
hook
projects. I am using a
H?
5mm H.
You don't own any furls, do you?
I do not own a single furl.
Well, then you should
a whole
go
bunch
on
of things.
eBay or Amazon and order some of the Omni. They're just as good. They're only $11, and see if you like them. But I like. I mean, because they're longer and you have a bigger hand too. They stick
Mhm.
out. The other ones were digging into my hand right here. The shoulder
Oh,
hooks. because I hold tight and so do
Well, and see, I
you.
hold like this. This is how I hold
Yeah,
that. Like,
right.
because
So
I
that
crochet
almost like
like,
a longer hook.
how do I crochet? Hold on.
So you
Crochet like this.
you scrunch the neck.
Hmm. I do what? I scrunch the neck. Oh, yeah, this is how I crochet like this. Like, yeah, this is how I do it.
Yeah, because that looks like a longer hook because it sticks out too.
It
But
looks
my
like it's
one,
longer, but I don't think it is. I think it's just how I hold it because I hold it very close to the top. Because
mhm,
I use my thumb to kind of slide the yarn back and forth as I push in.
right, and yeah,
Yeah.
I
Uh,
use this finger to push it off the hook when I'm
okay. I don't. No, because I turn it and pull it off the hook.
I only noticed that because I burnt my finger on a pan the other
Hmm.
day, and now when I push it hurts a little bit.
Well, I noticed that because I hold the yarn like this, like my pinky starts to hurt because of how I'm holding it and because the acrylic is running across the top of it. I get sore right here.
Oh yeah, we all hold different.
Lori asked if I was getting ready for farmer's market season. Actually, kind of. I want to show you something else I made
Okay,
since we're here. I had to glue it and I taped it. So, well, it should be ready now. I was able to cut it in half and have it print two halves. I learned how to do that this week too. It's a scrunchie holder.
oh, to show people. I want the one on the bottom. And then you pull everything off.
Oh, that's okay.
Also, it's also a
Oh,
it's also a paper towel holder.
oh yeah, it could be that too. But I put it on the plate and my machine was or my computer was like, it's too tall. And I'm like, I bet I could cut it in half. Let's look. There was a button. So I cut
You
it in half
could
and
do three of them, three tall.
I mean I could, but this is as
And
tall
if
as the
they,
actual design is. I'd have to do a second, I'd
well,
have to
like
redesign it to
if
make it
they
taller.
you have to take 20 off instead of just 10 off if they wanted the one
Yeah.
on the,
Like if I had a couple of these on my table with them with the
you know,
different
put them
yarns.
sideways. If you put an end on the other end that you could pull off, you could lay them that way on the table.
That's true. If I print another part of the bottom, but
Mhm.
I'd have to figure out how to screw it or do something else. And I'm like, is my glue holding up? My glue's holding up. Okay, yes.
Use Monster or Gorilla Glue.
B7000.
Oh, that's right. That's the one you use.
But there is a glue called 3D 3D Gloop that basically you put it in and it does like a chemical reaction, like it melts it back together, but it's
Oh,
really expensive.
I bet.
So I haven't gotten that yet because it's specific for just 3D printing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So
But even that, if a normal person like you or me, that would be neat to have on in your bathroom, sitting there. Put all your scrunchies on, and you
oh
see
yeah, and
what you.
that's the designer, that's what they designed it for, was like for kids' hair ties. Like, like in your bathroom for your kids to keep their stuff organized.
Yeah, there you go. Something else for you to put on your site.
Yep. I need to do another. I had a little bit of a catastrophic failure. Do you see that little bumps on it? It came
Oh,
in,
okay.
it had print both halves, but at the top of this part, it actually got all like spaghetti-y. And so
Oh,
this is the bottom part, and in the middle it does not look right, but I glued what I had. So I have to perfect it. Every new print is a new adventure because you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work.
yeah. I remember when we had ours for a whole 2 days. Um,
Mhm.
we got the stringy thing, and Jeffrey tried everything. Uh,
Mhm.
and it just kept. He would go halfway through the dragon, and he'd think it was going fine. We'd go in the other room and come back, and it had started stringing. So, yeah.
Like this one looked amazing. I was checking it on the camera. Then we went to go do something. I don't even remember what we went to do. We were gone for like 30 minutes and it finished while we were gone. And I came back and I came in and that top part was on the floor and there was just spaghetti everywhere. And the bottom part was still stuck to the bed. I'm like, Dave, you got to come see this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm like. He's like, you showed me the video. I'm like, I know it was perfect until probably 20 minutes ago. It looks like it was so weird. It was weird, but we live, we learn.
That's
I love
right.
I love the 3D printing and even with bamboos, like I rarely have failures, but when I do, they're spectacular.
Now those little buttons, you
Mhm.
can make like if you only have a little bit of
A filament, I could,
just do a bunch of those. You
yep.
used to do that. Remember when you were doing the epoxy, if you had a little stuff left, you'd pour them into
I'd
those
make
things.
keychains and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I
that's
do
always
have a few, but I can make teal ones for Jill. Jill, I can make you teal ones.
yeah,
Because I think I
yeah.
have a color that's pretty close to teal. Like not exactly, but it's close enough for government work. As we like to say. Do you guys want to see my bark box?
Okay, let's go for it.
Bark. It says, from your dog's not so secret admirers. That's what it says on the side.
Oh, for the
It's
dog
not
who
secret
choose
because I paid for it.
dog who choose everything.
Yes, and he does. Okay. This month's super chewer, it says, is Sniff the Roses Flower Shop.
Hmm.
So everything is Sniff the Roses themed. Except, okay, I do pay a $5 add-on because my dog, he loves his tennis balls. So I pay $5 for a package of tennis balls every month. That is not part of the normal bark box.
Wouldn't tennis balls be cheaper to buy?
Uh yes and no. The regular tennis balls don't squeak like these ones. He loves these
Oh,
ones because they squeak and they smell like vanilla.
okay, that's
So
right. That's the one he had in his mouth that
yeah,
time.
yep. It squeaks. These are hilarious too. They're supposed to be like conversation hearts. They say sniff my butt, um, pant, and puppy love. So they make them themed. So we got treats. We always get treats, at least two. Clucky soft bakes and chicken recipe. This is our second bag of these. He likes these. And cheesy peasy soft bakes in cheese recipe. I don't know if we've had the cheese on these ones before. They only have like 12 to 20 different treats. So sometimes I'll get the same ones. They also include a free random sample of a treat. This is the Bright Durable Dental Chews.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's kind of like the greenies that we give him sometimes.
right.
And then the toys. This first one is a Forever Yours Rose.
Does it
And
make noise?
it's no, but it's hard.
Oh, good.
He likes his hard ones. He's still chewing on the what was it we got last month? The unicorn, the blue unicorn. He still loves that. This one is it flavored? I can't remember. They usually have a scent or a chew to them. Vanilla scent. This is for vanilla scent. It says made with non-allergenic oils, and it's got the gnaw-friendly texture, so it's like textures on here.
So they're made so that if he chews and swallows it, he's fine.
Yes, but usually they don't chew enough to swallow
I
a
thought
huge amount.
Rusty was chewing and eating through everything,
He was. We try to take things away that he eats through, but these are hard. So he shouldn't, like with these,
the
it's very
Nyla,
difficult for him to get off.
like the Nyla bone.
Yeah, like the nylabone. But the nylabone is meant to eventually be eaten. Like as
Okay,
they chew it, little pieces come off and they eat that. This is dishwasher safe too. These I like that they're dishwasher safe so I can wash them. And
okay.
it says you can, because it's made with nylon, if it gets sharp edges, you just sand it and give it back to the dog. So
Okay.
the rose. And then this one is a best friend's heart. Like, can you see the BF? But it's a
Mhm.
rope, like a rope with a heart through it. And this one is ice cream scent.
Ah,
It is. And same thing, you can sand it down, dishwasher safe. Yeah. So I'm trying to see if there's anything in here. Dog parent confessions. I tell my kids I don't have a favorite, but I do. The one with the tail. Like there's just random things in here. So I mean, honestly, it's a good box. He does like the treats. We just mix them in with his other treats. Because I just grab something random each time from the treat box. I'll
right.
give him this tonight before we go to bed. Because I think we only have one of our greenies left, which are good for like they
Yeah,
basically brush their teeth with
and
them.
it gives them better breath too.
Mm-hmm. It's good for their dental hygiene.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what I got.
Yeah.
I feel very ADHD-ish right now. Like my brain's like, what else should I talk about?
You
But
too. I'm looking around going, did we show everything?
is there anything else I haven't shown you guys? But I think Like the only other thing I have is I can't show because it's next month's dragon and that's a secret. So I
Yep.
can't show that. Nothing else new. No. I'm tired. I've been tired all day.
I actually laid down for about 45 minutes earlier, about 4 o'clock. That's when I had the spider dream. I
I laid on my
was
floor in here too.
I was so cold. I had to get it under my covers. I was just cold.
Is it
So
cold there?
yeah, it's cold.
Oh, okay.
Jeff went out. All the sun's been when the sun shines in the winter, it's cold because there's no cloud cover keeping it warmer. So it was cold. And
It's spring here. It was 70 degrees today.
yeah, and I don't know what it was here today, but it's cold. I'll tell you, it's been dropping too, you know.
Oh,
Let's
that was
right
weird.
now it is 43 degrees, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's
Uh
52 here right now.
Tuesday we're gonna have a high of 36, a low of 22. But tomorrow it's supposed to be high of 53. We're gonna get in the 50s for 3 days and then it drops to the 30s. And then so up and down.
Yeah,
No
we're in a
snow
little bit
here.
cold
We
Tuesday,
haven't had any
Wednesday, Thursday.
snow, Jill. I want snow. All the mountains got it around us. It was beautiful, but nothing in our valley.
Yeah.
So down here. And
We
some more.
got snow, what, 3 weeks ago, and that's all we've gotten.
I
I
told
think
Jeff he may have to buy me some bags of crushed ice because that's kind of like snow. It takes longer to melt, but anyway, yeah.
I know.
Was on my agenda last week. We were supposed to get snow. Instead, we got rain, rain, rain. 4 days of rain.
I
So
wish we'd gotten rain. I mean, we just got nothing. And it's cold in the morning and hot in the afternoon. So like my classroom, I can't turn the heat on in the morning because if I do, then by fourth period, my classroom is like 90 degrees. Even if I only turn the heat on for like 5 to 10 minutes, it just gets so hot and my classroom is hit by the sun from
good
about
thing
11 o'clock on.
you have air that you can turn on in there, don't you?
Not
Your
right
school.
now. They turn off the swamp coolers during the winter.
Oh,
So I don't know when they officially turn those back on so we can start using them again. And those are in a different room down the hall. I have to go down there and turn on the pump and then turn on my AC unit or turn on my
oh,
unit.
so oh wow, whoa,
Mhm.
that's
Well,
weird.
our building was built in the 50s, so
Right.
it's not. And my heater is a little heater that's attached to the wall, a little grate heater, and that's it.
Remember
But yeah,
when
my
you
room heats up fast.
when you were in California? Do you remember the schools there? You all had air conditioning in your classrooms.
I don't remember that.
How
That
they
was
were
long.
built because they were built. We never had air. We never. Nobody even had air in their house even back in
Mhm.
the day. I mean, we didn't have air in the car. Like I was telling you a couple weeks ago, my first car that ever had air was my last car that I had, the Sebring. My Yugo didn't have air. My Sundance didn't have air. Um, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, now everybody can't live without air. We did. I remember even driving home from work here in Utah. The minute I'd get in my car, I'd pull my hair into a ponytail when I had the Sundance, roll the windows down, and that's how I drove home.
Yeah.
Because I lived in Spanish Fork at that time.
Mhm.
For yeah,
Yeah.
but before I
But
got the
I mean, I get overheated very quickly.
yeah, yeah,
I think it's because when we lived in Kingman that first summer when we did Bountiful Baskets, I got sun exhaustion or heat exhaustion that one day. And ever since then, I'm
yep,
very sensitive to the heat. I can't handle it for too long. So like
yeah.
it makes my brain start to shut down. I can't think, which is really hard in my classroom at the end of the day because I'm like exhausted anyway. And then it's hot in there and like I'm trying to teach and my brain just goes, nope, there's nothing left in here.
You don't have windows?
Yeah, but when it's hot outside, it's hot inside.
Do you remember uh, not Mesa Verde? What's the name of the high school here? Is it Mesa
Mountain
Verde?
View. Mountain View.
Mesa Verde that your kids, that your sisters and brothers went to in California had no windows.
Oh,
It had been a prison that they converted into a school. So it only had the very top windows, those little tiny windows around it. Yeah.
oh, I
So
don't remember that.
it was all
Little.
cement. It was made out of cement. no blocks or anything, just poured cement. That's how they made it. Yeah, I
Wow.
still remember that. They had said it was a converted, it wasn't big enough. And so they converted it into a school. So yeah, that's what Jeff and Chris, that's where Chrissy graduated from that school.
Mm-hmm. And
Do you
Robin
remember
from Lincoln.
graduation? It was outside on the lawn? They walked all the way out.
Vaguely remember that.
Yeah,
That
you
was
were
what
little, you were
California
five.
graduations were.
Yeah, you were
Because
like,
Robin graduated outside too,
yeah, and that was
in Lincoln.
in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And Tori graduated outside. That was in Yuba City. All the graduations were outside. They just set up chairs
That's
on
what
the
they
lawn.
do here in New Mexico. It's out, it's on the football field.
Yeah, that's what it was. So Montana was inside. You would have
Yeah, we're
graduated.
in our gym. Mm-hmm.
Remember, they only let us each have two tickets. Two tickets. So I took Grandma, went with me. Me and Grandma went. Shelly and Mike didn't get to go.
I don't remember that, but I do remember that a guy had a heart attack during my graduation. And remember we had to stop the graduation for like 30 minutes while the paramedics came and took him out?
Oh,
I don't know if
was
you
he
remember that.
or was he?
No, it was a parent or a grandparent had a heart attack in the stands that was there watching. I do remember that.
And then
Um, what?
here they do all the graduations at the college. All the high schools have the graduation at UVU.
Mm-hmm. They do. Jill said, was that one called Moon Glow?
Moonglow flowers?
Moon Glow Flowers. Okay.
That one?
And she said snow painting. She's hoping for snow for you. And Steph said it was 27 degrees there today. Oh, I'm sorry. I like the cold. I do like the cold. I prefer it cold over hot. I'm not excited for summer here.
Yeah, I'm not. I've never been a heat person. And I still remember when we moved from Battleground, Washington to Sacramento, California. In May, I remember taking Jeffrey and Christy to school. It was 110 degrees already around the 1st of May, and Sacramento is dry and hot. And I said to your dad, I am not going to make it here. And I think we were there 7 years.
I don't
You were
remember how long we were in.
we moved there 5 years. You were five, and we stayed till you were 12. Isn't that when we moved to? Yeah, we moved to
Lincoln.
Helena. To
No, to
Helena.
Lincoln. No, we moved from Sacramento to Lincoln.
I know, but that was all the same area.
Oh, but no, it was like what Lincoln was about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Sacramento.
No, it was Sacramento and Roseville and Lincoln. We were all right there.
But we weren't
20
in Sacramento. We were in,
and Sacramento. And we lived on Antelope Road in
was it Sacramento? I thought it was something else.
Citrus Heights.
Citrus
Citrus
Heights,
Heights.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
all right there. I used to have to drive down for your dad to Sacramento to the jewelry store to pick up the jewelry we sold at the swap meet. At the swap meet, they had a huge swap meet, you guys, in Roseville, the Roseville swap meet. And it was huge.
And that's kind of what the Albuquerque one is like.
Was it like that?
Big. It's on the fairgrounds, the Albuquerque
That
fairgrounds.
that actually bought booths and sat up there, and then the people that, like we were, that just set up every week, and the people that had their garage sale there,
Mhm.
it was everything. And I
Yeah.
think we paid $2 for our tax license, our sales tax license you paid when you went in, and that was it. We never paid any more
Yeah.
things. So yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's about it.
Don't forget about our Dragon Club. We've got 4 days left to sign up for that one too, right? Dragons and Yarn.
Yep,
The
Dragon, the
28th.
28th. And my other one's the 28th too. So we have a few more left of the Dragon Club than we do of the other. We now have two left of the other because Stephanie signed up for it too. Thank you, Stephanie. So there we go. Hey, he matches my shirt's kind of pinkish.
He does kind of match it. Doesn't match, mine doesn't match me at all. Well, he matches Yoda. The green matches Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby
It's
Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
It's Grogu. That's
Oh,
his name is Grogu.
well, Jeffrey just signed up last night for the Disney Hulu thing.
Oh, okay.
So Um, because he was getting tired of just watching Netflix, and he had
Prime.
the
He had Prime for a while.
yeah, and the history. I don't think I ever watched anything on the Prime station when we had Prime.
Mm.
YouTube also has movies I've found. I've been watching some of the movies on that. Oh, and Left Behind,
Yeah.
the book
Uh-huh.
on Amazon, on Audible. The first three books are free. So
Oh.
I downloaded them. I started listening to book one
Oh.
again. I read them all the way through. I must not have read all of them because book number 13 is also free. And it's Kingdom, Thy Kingdom Come. So it must be the end of the series.
It is the
But
last one. I think that's the one where Jesus comes.
yeah, and you pay for the ones in between. So
Hmm.
it's just still, they're only $15. So why would I use a credit on it that I paid $16 for?
That's
I've
fair, but you get the first one's free and the 13th one free, so it kind of evens out, right?
the first three are free.
That's what I said. The first ones.
Yeah.
I have an S at the end of
And
it.
they're only 9 hours long. I hate using my credit on a book that I got spoiled by the Moss, those books because they're like
Energy
22.
Moss.
Yeah, and I like
Massive
long.
books. They're thick books
Yeah.
too.
In the series I'm reading now, the Dragon Blood series,
Hmm.
uh, I've got the first 7 books. I think it goes through like 18 books, but the first ones I paid for it because they were on sale like for $4.99 and $3.99. And why would I not pay for them? Why would I spend a credit? So I have my credits and I'm real picky about the
I'm
books I
surprised you haven't gotten the Shannara books yet or the Shannara books.
well, I bought the big Shannara actually, but the reason I haven't
Is
is
because
again,
they're short.
they're short. And again, I don't know. They don't tell you if it's book one, two, three, four. They
That's
just
true. They don't tell you the order. They're kind of just
and
stories.
so okay, because we listen to the twins, the ones with the twins, and the ones with the bad wizard.
It's been so long, I don't even remember. I
Yeah,
just remember we would listen to those on our road trips to Canada
uh-huh,
and to like Spokane when we went for the cat shows and stuff.
shows, yeah.
I
They
mean,
were on
listen to
cassette
Fear
tapes,
Nothing.
guys. This was
We
on
listened to
cassette tapes.
the Dean Koontz books too. Do you remember that? Listening to Fear Nothing and Seize the Night about
Yep,
the kid who has XP.
yep. And about that was the ones that he in the book. Weren't there monkeys or something they were experimenting on?
And I don't remember if that's in the first one or the second one. Yeah, there was monkeys. But
Yeah.
a lot of that, you get through that, and I realized I was reading some stuff from Dean Koontz, and they're kind of tied with the stuff that happens in Watchers because it's Bannadyne Laboratories. It's all
Yeah,
together. I'm like, I love
and-
Watchers. I still read that one once a year or
yeah.
listen to it once a year. That's still my favorite Dean Koontz book ever. That and The Darkest Evening of the Year. Those two, oh, they're my favorite books. Like, I get something new out of them each time. They're so good. Yeah, I mean,
I watched something the other day and I had watched it a lot and I can't remember what it was, but I thought, I don't remember that being in there. Oh, it was with the Star Treks. I have the three new
mhm.
Star Treks with that.
Yeah,
Okay. One
yeah.
of them, I think it was either one or two. And I thought, I don't remember that being in there because I own all three. They
Hmm.
came in a three-pack. And because I'm trying to use, Jeffrey got me a
Your
DVD
little portable DVD player thing.
portable
Hmm.
DVD player for Christmas, and I've only watched a couple movies in it. So, but yeah, and I thought I don't remember that, but I don't know. Maybe maybe they're extended versions because in the
Maybe their
extended
director's cut.
yeah, they put a little more stuff in it that's
Mhm.
not in the real movie. The movie.
Well, I find that too on Peacock. I don't know if you guys have Peacock. Like there's TV shows. Like I noticed it in The Office. The Office has super fan episodes, but in their regular episodes, they've still added some extra things and Parks and Recreation. Like there's like scenes that like where they just I think just let the person talk. And on the original version, it was like three or four different things. And this, like on the Peacock version, like the scene goes on for like 7 minutes. It just keeps saying different things. Like they go through the whole candy bag, so to speak. And I'm like, I think they added that in for just for Peacock. I think they do that sometimes.
They might.
Hmm.
Peacock, the one that has no, it's Paramount that
Paramount
has Peacock's free.
has what?
Peacock's free,
Well,
right?
there's free and there's also a paid version. There's some
Okay.
things you can watch for free on Peacock, but if you do a paid version, you get more.
Okay. I know we have one of them, but I used to have Paramount because Paramount's the one that has the shows that are on right now, like the new CSI.
Yeah,
Um,
it does have some things that are
and our subscription, I had paid for a year subscription only because we didn't mean to.
Mhm.
It was $98 for the year. Jeffrey went, put it on, and he had hit the wrong button. And so he tried to take it off. He was on the monthly, and they subscribed him for a year.
Okay.
So I paid for it. I told him I'll pay for that because I like
Mhm.
CSI. And since I don't watch regular TV, it was
Mhm.
nice. So I may go back and get that again, but
Peacock
yeah,
has current shows too. I think is that where we watch Ghosts? Have you watched Ghosts, Mom?
goes.
Ghosts.
What, what's it about?
It's about a girl who they're renovating a big house and she falls down the stairs and hits her head and suddenly she can see the ghosts that live in the house. It's based on a UK show. There's a UK version that's actually really funny too. But then I think we're in season 3 or season 4 right now of the Ghosts just started. The new season just started. I think it's season 3 that just started. It's
What's that
really
on?
funny.
Paramount or
I
Peacock?
think it's on Peacock.
Okay,
I think we're
Peacock's.
watching it on Peacock or Hulu.
I'll look on Hulu. I have Hulu
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Um, Really quickly, Steph said, I'm glad I went to check. I almost missed both the quarterly HP and the Dragons. Jill says I'm reading almost all with Audible or Libby audiobook. And Steph says, I keep getting Paramount free every time I go to cancel it. They offer me another couple months of free. She says, I've had it free since September.
Wow, good for you.
That's cool.
Yeah. And since we signed up for a year, they didn't renew it. It was just a year.
Oh,
So it's not like we went to cancel it. It was just, it
they didn't
ended.
auto renew it for you? Oh, I usually they do with any of those ones that you have set up. So I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I thought so too, because all of a sudden I couldn't get in. It said, do you want to take a subscription? Do you want to renew your subscription? And I
You're like,
must have
not
said no.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyway, okay, guys, well, we got nothing else
yeah, I
to
don't
talk
know.
about. So we
Yeah.
will be done. We will see you on March. It'll be um, before St. Patrick's Day. So it'll be like March 10th,
9th.
9th.
It'll be the last Saturday of my spring
Because
break.
of
No,
this is leap year. That's what threw me off. That extra day.
start my spring break. That's my first day of my spring break.
Oh, that early. Because
We
Easter
have a
is
week off, and then the Wednesday after is the last day of the quarter. They're gonna give us 3 days after spring break for the quarter.
do you guys work on Good Friday? Which
Uh, it's
is the
Easter
29th
Friday.
of March.
Easter Friday. Yes, we don't. We have that Friday and the Monday after Easter off. We
Oh,
get a
so you get that off too. Okay.
Mhm. So actually it's kind of nice because we'll only have like 2 weeks of school and then another 4-day weekend. And then we don't have any other breaks until the last day of school.
Well, that's only April and May.
Yeah, but it's like all of May. We have to work
So
the 2 days after Memorial Day.
I would say you get Memorial Day off.
Yes, but we work Tuesday and Wednesday after Memorial Day, and they're like half
Oh,
days.
the people come in? Your children come in those 2 days or
I
not?
don't know. I haven't been there. I don't
Oh,
think they
that's right.
will.
You
I
don't.
wouldn't. You probably wouldn't have made me. I don't know.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Hmm. I mean, and well, finals will be done the Friday before, so there's really
When
no.
I went to school, we went back after Memorial Day because we into June, like June
Mhm.
6th or June 8th, but we didn't start till the day after Labor Day. And now you guys start in August. So, yeah, but then you get spring break and we didn't. We got Good Friday and you only had got Good Friday off if you were Catholic or
Mm.
Lutheran and um honored that day, went to church that day. So otherwise they had
They can't
school.
do that now because that's discrimination against people who are not Catholic.
Yeah, yeah. I remember and I wasn't Catholic, but my mom had been raised Catholic, so she didn't make us go
Mhm.
high school, and we went to the movies.
Mm.
So
Oh, I
a
know.
lot of things are way different. Like I was saying about Shelley's birthday. See, we used to celebrate Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday, and then they rolled it into President's Day. So, and I think Washington's birthday was like in January. I know President's or Lincoln's birthday was the 22nd, I think.
Well,
Or
we
the
got them both when I was in school, Mom.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
got
recent change within the past like 15
right.
years,
Yeah, and we didn't have
maybe
Martin
20
Luther
years.
King
Yeah,
Day because
you
I'm
did.
s- we didn't have any. Well, they
Well,
didn't have until I mean he wasn't even
he,
around
yeah,
until
he didn't die until after you graduated from high school, I think.
right.
In the
Yes, he
60s.
died after Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy died. I was a junior in high school.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that
So,
was a big deal. They shut the schools down. So
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff has changed.
that's
So
true. Okay, really quickly, Jill says have a great weekend and she'll be flying on the 9th and she'll try to watch us. And Steph says have a great weekend. I'll post a pic of my sweater in the Facebook group so you can see how it's coming.
oh, good. Okay, great.
Awesome.
Great. Thanks.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. We'll see you in about 2 weeks. Well, in exactly 2 weeks.
Actually, 2 weeks. Yeah. And we'll
Have
have
a
more
great rest
things.
of your weekend.
Yes,
Bye.
have a good. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.